Welcome, one and all, to the Blue Toad Murder Files. I am the narrator, and I will be your guide on this adventure as you explore how many of you are playing. Choose your... Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Little Riddle, the quintessentially quaint English country village, sitting safely, silently, securely in a secluded summery idyll of rural predictability and neighborly conformity. Click on the location to go there. It really is that simple. Your visit here to Little Riddle is something arranged for you by Mother, the administrator of the Blue Toad Agency. After the stresses of your most recent case, it has been decided that you need a holiday. Though you resisted the very concept, Mother is not to be argued with. Stepping down from the train, you watch with some disquiet and foreboding as the puffing conveyance steams slowly away. Hunger and thirst drag you from your gloomy reverie, and you cast around for someone who may assist in procuring victuals. On the station platform, you spy an old woman locked in a rather one-sided conversation with a member of the staff. The station master sees you approach and is more than happy to leave the old woman jabbering away whilst he assists you.
Oh, yes, tell you what, you get your bags together and... Here, now, haven't you been here before? I'm sure I recognise... Oh, now then, I remember. Just you wait there, half a mo'.
The station master scuttles off, returning moments later with the morning's newspaper. Unfortunately, your reputation precedes you once again.
Here we are then, I thought as much. Blue Toad Agency triumphs. So, what's all that about then? You work for a zoo or something?
With a sigh, you take the newspaper from him and explain about the agency and your position therein. The station master wants to know more about the Blue Toad Agency. Can you correctly name each detective?
Oh!
Let's see how you did. Ah, spot on. All wrapped up already? Great heavens! Ooh, ooh! No mistakes made. Show off. You deserve so much more, but this will have to do.
Oh, detectives, is it? Well, there you are then. Still mustn't hold you up any longer. I'd offer you the hospitality of our own tea room, but apparently us having one is not in the town's best interest. Confounded mayor. I suggest you visit the town hall. They can direct you to the best the village has to offer. Oh, and welcome. Welcome to Little Riddle.
The station master suggested a visit to the town hall. Maybe here you will find something to stave off the imminent onset of starvation and dehydration. Directions to a quality tea shop would do, and thankfully, it seems someone is more than keen to help you.
Hail and hello, good people. I am the mayor of Little Riddle, the quaintest, quietest, and quite categorically safest village in the whole of...
The mayor lies dead, his rotund body collapsed at your feet. Leaping into action, you spot the poor man has dropped a diary. You grab this vital clue just in time for... "Step back there, please. Give him some air," says the constable arriving on the scene. You tell him that the situation is more serious than he realizes. "What? Dead? But he's the mayor. I'll have to call the inspector. You're all witnesses." Leaving the constable with your name and an assurance that you will not leave town, you turn your attention to the mayor's diary. The mayor's diary appears to be in code. Can you decipher it and fill in the spaces with the correct letters? Let's find out how you did. Right on the money! Great Scott, that was fast. You made that look easy, not an error in sight. Look around you and be comforted. You are better than they. Deciphering the diary, you learn the following. Apparently the mayor had recently met and argued with 4 people. A meeting yesterday with the miller had not gone down too well. And the jeweler, he writes, had been constantly complaining about a late payment. The mayor had recently flown into a rage with the doctor when he had been given the wrong medicine. And the station master also had a confrontation with the mayor, although he doesn't write what this was about. 4 suspects, one of whom is the murderer. The chase is on. Listen carefully to what you're told. Pay attention to the facts as they emerge. By the time this story is over, observant detectives will know who it was that murdered the mayor. Will you be one of them? It would seem that you have a murder to solve. One which will inevitably require great feats of deduction and observation. But are you paying sufficient attention? Before you interview the 4 suspects, let me see if you're able to answer these questions. Fantastic work! Your keen eye and attention to detail will serve you well. Let's continue with your investigation and visit the 4 suspects. There will be time. At the windmill, you tell the miller of the day's egregious events, pointing out his link to the dead man.
Sir, that's terrible. I saw him this morning. The clerk at the town hall will tell you. The mayor had forgotten all about our meeting. Maybe that's why he said it was odd. I can't... Dead?
All well and good. However, where was the miller when the mayor was murdered?
Me? Oh, I've been here, watching the sales mostly. Odd, really. I just noticed. I think one of them is different from the others. Hard to tell with them turning like that, working like they've always done.
You look to the sales. Is the miller babbling nonsense to cover his guilt, or just babbling? A mystery for sure. miller believes that one of his windmill sails is different from the rest. Can you work out which one it is?
Oh.
What will the ducks reveal? Correct! All wrapped up already? Great heavens! You made that look easy, not an error in sight. There are no words sufficient to describe your brilliance.
I thought as much. Wonder why I never noticed it before. It's not like anything's changed. This old place is working just the same as ever. I'm sorry about the mayor. He was a good shot. I'm sorry. Very upsetting. I must be getting back. Very upsetting, all of this.
His innocent enigma solved, the miller, clearly upset by the news, returns to his work. You too must return to your duties. The mayor had been angry at the doctor about something. You visit him at his surgery and ask him if he had met the mayor on this fateful day.
Yes, I saw him this morning. He came here to complain about the medicine he'd been given. Quite furious he was, as he'd been up all night. Hardly my fault, though. I mean, the chemist misread my note. Look, here, I have a copy. I mean, how could anyone misread that?
Blast these doctors and their illegible notes. Can you make sense of his note and work out what he meant? How did you do? On the button. Great Scott, that was fast. With nary a hiccup. Well done. There are no words sufficient to describe your brilliance.
Anyway, I had to drive out first thing to pick up a new prescription from the pharmacy in the next village. Infernal nuisance. Dropped it in with the town hall clerk. I say, what's all this about? Why are you so interested?
He doesn't take the news of the mayor's demise at all well.
He couldn't have. I mean, dead. I don't believe it. It's not... Oh, please, get out. I have to try and find out what's happened. See if I can help.
And with that, it's time to seek for answers somewhere else. At the station master is still listening to the old woman drone on. When you interrupt, he leaps at the chance of some assistance.
Here, please help me out. See if you can make out what she's on about. We're supposed to be finding her bag. Come on, lend an ear.
This old woman is going to describe her suitcase. Listen carefully, then try to select the correct one.
Well, his way of doing things isn't much better. Oh, now that reminds me. Do you know what she said when I showed her that case? Oh, little thing it is, too. But I never did. She said it reminded her of the time when Bob, that's her Bob, not the other one, Oh, now that's a thing. Her one, not the other one, helped me along to the station with it. Said it was very heavy for a little thing like me, which is a bit of a cheek if you ask me, which he didn't. Well, she didn't give him no warning and him with a dicky back. Not that it stops him lifting a glass, don't you know? Just the other night he did, which reminds me. Dark blue it was, just like the night sky, so he said, "Cha."
Ducks, drum roll. Correct you are. You're finished. That was quick. Oh, and aren't you the smug one? No mistakes. You deserve so much more, but this will have to do.